Here with Puck, who is an RPI cheerleader. So Puck, how did you get started in cheerleading?
Well, it wasn't exactly when I got started. It's just sort of like a lifestyle that I decided to take. That's how I got involved with cheer. I guess when I popped out and the golden palms in hand, and I just, came out, and the doctor even said he saw the cheer in my eye. And as I ran around the house as a 3- and 4-year-old infant child, just singing little chants of cheer and remembering all my favorite cheer idols growing up and looking through the cheer magazine. And I remember my favorite ad one time was it was called All You Can Be, and it had like this girl in the sky with 2 little cheer palms, and they were just smiling like this. And I'll never forget that. I mean, I think that was sort of like an adventure for me, and it's something that really led me to become a great cheerleader. But to give a time on when I think that I became a cheerleader, I think there isn't a time. I think I was just born this way to become the greatest cheerleader that ever lived, because I am cheer. And that's all I can say about that.
What aspects of cheerleading do you like the most?
I think it's a very unfair question to ask me what aspects of cheer that I like the most, seeing that I'm going to have to put a definite answer on one aspect other than the other. I think I have a true passion for all aspects of cheer, the running, the jumping, the laughing, the crying, everything that's put into cheer, the strength, both physically and mentally, that goes into putting up a build, or doing something of some great emphasis, like as doing having a great elevator done. These are all great aspects that are cheer, and all the songs that go along with cheer, and all the little chants and rhyming phrases that go along with cheer. Those are all great aspects within themselves, and the great friends that you make, and the greatness that you have, and all the wonders that is cheer. So to put like one aspect that is great, or one characteristic of cheer that is great, that's totally unfair to do, because everything in cheer is great. You can't just put one thing ahead of another. I personally believe it would be unfair, seeing the greatness that is of cheer.
How do you train for cheering besides practice?
My training starts in the wee hours of the morning. I wake up to my alarm clock that's set to a cheer tune. I wake up and I hear the loudspeaker of this rap song just tuning in my ear. It's included in our first build of a competition we did back in '87. I know I was only a year old, but I remember it like it was yesterday. I take long jogs just to get my body in shape, the physical actual part of cheer. And I do 1,000 push-ups every 5 and 6 minutes, and I do those for hours upon hours to get my body physically ready for all the endurance that I need to do cheer. And I do breathing exercises. I've joined yoga class. I'm trying to find my inner cheer chi, I guess you can call it. And I guess it's more of a roundabout thing. I've been doing this for so long, and I have such a passion running through the veins. I think I think there is not just cheer itself. I think my whole life is surrounded by cheer. So to say or put one thing in, to say what do I really do outside of cheer practice, quote unquote, is I think my whole life is cheer. So I think it's totally unfair to put any kind of emphasis on one thing, because I am what is cheer.
Would you recommend it to other guys?
Let me tell you something. I recommend cheer to anybody, not just guys, but girls and all the little weird people that rummage this earth, because there's nothing wrong with being a male cheerleader. I get endorsed. I get, from being the greatest cheerleader, I've been on multiple Wheaties boxes. I've been on commercials. I've met a lot of important people and players in this whole world. So to say do I recommend doing cheer as a guy or as anybody? Of course, because look at all the greatness that comes with it. Not only have I become the most famous person in the world, but or most noted, I've made millions and millions of dollars becoming a cheerleader. I have a nice house in the Caribbean. I have right next to Bill Gates, and I have many stocks and bonds, and I have many things that will make me the greatest in the future to come. And my family is well off now, and they're happy with all the stuff that they have, and all the things that I'm allowed to get for them, and the things that I can actually do for them now that I've become such a great cheer superstar. And it's almost like feeling like Michael Jordan when he was the hero and end-all of basketball. I feel like I've reached that epiphany in my life, and I really do recommend it for any guy that really has that gusto to do this, that they should do it, because they can too be the greatest, just like me. I'm just an average guy, you guys. I am and always will be just an average guy. And that's all I have to say about that. So I do recommend it for all you men out there that are afraid to. Just do it. Go ahead and do it. Nothing wrong with it.
Ever get made fun of?
I think this is kind of a sad question because I do get made fun of. It's kind of sad because, I get made fun of by, my father, my mother, my brother, my sister, my aunt, my priest, all the nuns at the church and the synagogue that I presently go to. I get made fun of by random girls walking the streets. I get made fun of by people I don't even know. Even my dog smiles at me when I come in the house with my cheer uniform on. But I still do it, and the reason I do it is because I love the game. Just like many basketball players and baseball and football players will keep going with injury and after injury and just keep rambling on. I do it because I love the sport, and I think it's something that everybody needs to do, and everybody needs to get involved with, even if they are getting made fun of, because it's them that should be laughed at because they're not involved and they're not into it and they're not really achieving anything with their life because their life is simple and meaningless without cheer. So I sit in my room after they're done laughing at me and I chuckle hard and harshly at them, and I just pity their lives because I know they're not involved with cheer. That's how I feel about that.
And finally, what would you say your favorite stunt is?
I think that's totally an unfair question to ask, what is my favorite stunt? That's kind of like asking what's your favorite part of the Mona Lisa. The favorite pixel or the favorite little doodad in your universe. I live and breathe cheer. It's all I do all the time because I am what is cheer. I am the greatest that is cheer. Okay, I wake up in the wee hours of the morning, jog for days and days on end just to get my body and mental, physical aspects in shape for cheer. I slap myself with the cheer book at night when I'm lonely, just to realize what a man I am because I do cheer. To put a favorite aspect is just kind of like saying, what's your favorite seventh wonder of the world? I totally think that this question is irreparable and just kind of pisses me off because all the work and contributions I put into every single aspect that is cheer. I sit here all day and all night and all I do is work on cheer things. And you can ask me what's my favorite. I love every little thing that has to do with cheer. I look at myself in the mirror for hours in the morning, some mornings, and just realize the body that I've gained from cheer and all the things that I've done to appeal to all the cheer that is. So I lose no points at competition, and I lose no little doodad things that people mark you off for, because I am the perfectness that of cheer. I am the preempt Michael Jordan of cheer. So to ask me what's my favorite thing with cheer, I have to tell you something that really kind of pisses me off. And if you ever ask me another question like that, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. This interview is over. You suck. Just leave me alone.